It's 6 o'clock in the morning. Except it's really 5 o'clock in the morning. I hate daylight savings. Oh my goodness. I can't do this. Good morning. It's a little after 6 and daylight savings is killing me. It's spring break and I don't get spring break off, but students do, and my employees that I manage do. So it's just me, which means I have a lot more flexibility in my schedule. And one of those flexible things is I did get permission to work from home one day. So I chose today because I had nothing scheduled. So nobody could miss me if I wasn't there. Not that they can't reach me from home, they can. And then I do have Friday off, but I work my second job Saturday, so I don't get a 3-day weekend. But I still get a 2-day weekend, just kind of split up. So it's fine. You're going to hear Juniper in the back of this video because she is in the middle of her morning zoomies. And she's got a squeaky toy. Okay, so it's actually almost 7 now, which is a little bit later than I normally start getting ready, but I'm cutting out my commute today. I had a really hard time getting going this morning. And it's hard to film in here in my normal mornings because my husband is showering at the same time, but he just left for work. He actually left a little bit late this morning, so I'm gonna finally get ready. I've already brushed my teeth and done the basics. I have not been doing anything with my hair in a while, and I think that might be part of why I haven't been filming, is because I hate my hair when it's straight. I cut it back in August and it was the biggest regret of my life. I hate it, and I've never really liked my hair straight. I've always preferred to wave it. Since cutting it, if it's not wavy, I legitimately hate my hair, and in turn end up not liking the way I look and not wanting to be on camera. I brought this back out. It's been a while because I've been really lazy, but since I do have some extra time this morning because I do not have to drive, I am going to do this, and it doesn't take long. It only takes about 15 minutes. Let's get ready for the day, and then we'll get dressed, probably. Maybe. No one would even know if I didn't get dressed. So at no point will I ever become a beauty influencer. It ain't gonna happen. My getting ready routine consists of washing my hair once a week. I'm supposed to wave it the once a week. I haven't been doing that. I use micellar water to wash my face, and occasionally I use moisturizer. That's it. I wear the tiniest little bits of makeup on the days that I feel like it, and that's it. And that's all you're ever gonna get out of me, so I don't have the time or the energy for anything else. This is the extent of it, and I don't even do this because I like doing my hair. I hate doing my hair. I do this because it's the only thing that makes me feel like a human. And someday, I have this thought that I will stop caring so much about what I look like, but I also put myself out on the internet and have to stare at myself while I edit. I mean, it could be worse. I could be spending hours on my hair and makeup every day. I don't do that. You're lucky if you get 15 minutes out of me. The best thing about this is I only have to do it once a week, and then it will last the rest of the week. When it was long, it lasted a lot better because I could braid it at night and hold the wave in, but it's not long enough because of all the layers. It's not long enough to actually braid nicely. Maybe when it grows. I feel like it hasn't really grown at all. I know it has, but it's not growing as fast as I thought it would. And I cut it thinking, oh, I have a whole year until my sister-in-law's wedding. It'll grow back before then. It's not going to grow all the way back before then, and I am just going to have to accept it. All right, hair is wavy. I feel like a human again. I probably will do a half up, half down thing, but I'm gonna do some makeup. It makes me feel like I'm not as tired because I don't look as tired if I wear a little bit of makeup. I don't know if that makes any sense. If you care what I use L'Oreal. This is the True Match concealer, and then I also use the True Match foundation. And that's essentially it. I use bronzer in the winter so I don't look super pale because I have to use the lowest foundation color. Where is my bronzer? Oh, it's over here. Oh, it's also L'Oreal. I think this one's a little bit too dark for me, but I don't buy new makeup unless I run out, so we're just gonna keep using it. It's the color Latera. I also can't find my tweezers, which is kind of sad because I should probably fix my eyebrows at some point. I don't do anything with my eyebrows except pluck them, because I don't care that much. But I can't even do that if I can't find my tweezers. This is absolutely not the brush you are supposed to use to put on bronzer. I know that, but this is the brush that I have, and the brush that I had for specifically bronzer I lost, and I don't care to buy another one. The mascara I'm using is also L'Oreal, the Voluminous Brown Balm. I like brown mascara better than black. I don't know why. And that's it. Yeah, I don't do the bottom lashes because my eyes will water and then it will end up running down my face. But I don't like waterproof mascara because it's too hard to take off. I should probably try out some setting spray in the future because I have really oily skin. And by the end of the day, my makeup will just like slide off. I don't currently own any, so I have not done that. All right, let's go get dressed and then I'm gonna put my hair up because I don't like it in my face.
There's a man around the corner, he's been asking me for change, and I could use some. Think I could use some sometimes. All these things slow me down, like the concrete that's been sticking to the bottom of my shoes. Soles worn and tired have started wearing through. I can feel them heavy.
Juniper's having another one of her morning zoomies, so we're just going to ignore the squeaking toy. I am ready to go. I threw on this t-shirt because I can't normally wear this to work because it's technically a crop top. It hits like, I don't know if y'all can see it, it hits like right here. So, you know, any movement, and it's a crop top, so I can't really wear this to work. I'm also wearing sweatpants. Even if somebody does need me today and needs me to hop on Zoom, they can only see this part, so it's fine. Nobody needs to know. Outside of pandemic teaching, I have never been able to work from home before, so I'm gonna take full advantage of it. It is just past 7:30 now, so I'm actually gonna do the dishes real quick. This is when I would be driving to work, and since I got a little bit of a later start this morning and took the time to do my hair, I didn't get the dishes done. I am very much a morning dishes person. I know there are lots of people out there that are like, make sure your kitchen is clean and your sink is clear before you go to bed. I am never gonna be that person. I am useless in the evenings. I just can't do it. So I am very much a morning chores person. And I also don't do dishes on Sundays, so they build up a little bit. Oh boy, this is gonna be a fun day.
There's a hole here in my pocket, it reminds me of the ways I am hungry and always running for an open door. But on the highway, heavy-hearted, humming just to hear a sound. Loneliness, it lingers through unfamiliar towns, all of them.
I would give a lot of things for a dishwasher. Not money, I don't have any of that, but a lot of things. All right, it's about 7:50 now. I have a lot of stuff on my desk in my office, so I'm gonna clean it all up real quick before I open my laptop and like actually start my day, because I can't work in this environment.
Stunning, and none of them home, and I don't know if I live like this for
Juniper's so confused why I'm home. She's laying under my desk right now. Y'all gotta see this.
Look at her. Hi, baby. What you doing?
All right, it's time to actually start work, and Juniper is so confused as to why I'm home. She's not normally allowed in this room, but I knew she'd freak out if she knew I was in here and her dad's not home, and so I'm letting her in here so she doesn't scratch up my door. I'm gonna get myself logged on so that if somebody needs me, they know I'm here, and then I'm gonna make my to-do list for the day.
peace of mind. Can't say if I do it for the foolish pride, or maybe it's all just to prove that I'm alive. I'm alive, so I tell myself I'm brave, and I swear that I'm bold, but I'm
about 9:15 now, and I am going to make some coffee. This is about the time I normally make coffee at work anyways. I like to space out my ADHD medication and my caffeine. While I do that, I figured we could talk about my job. I have gone back and forth about how much I want to share about my job because, you know, privacy. A couple of my coworkers know about this channel. Just like, you know, I don't want to overshare. So I'm not going to tell you where I work exactly, but I do work at a university. I have said that before. And I work in the Office of Disability Services. So I do all of the exam and notes accommodations. So specifically, I run our testing centers and all of our proctors, and then also our notes program. It is kind of like having two jobs in one because I am running 2 programs. I supervise 10 people, and there's just so much happening, and I really have to like turn on both sides of my brain. Like, I have to turn my exams brain on, and then I also have to remember to turn my notes brain on and keep them both going, or things fall through the cracks, and it can get a little bit confusing. Basically, since it's spring break and we don't have any students, and so we don't have any exams, I don't have a lot going on in terms of people needing me. I'm not getting interrupted. I don't have faculty members calling me. So what I've been doing today is working on the projects that I don't always have time to do when we have students. That's the bulk of what I'm working on this week. And so I'm gonna go drink my coffee and work on the next thing, and we'll go from there.
Is there something more to settle for that I've given up? Does this fickle heart feel trapped in love?
A lot done so far this morning. It is now 11:50-ish. My stove time is not correct. It's not even like off just because of daylight savings. Like, it's like about 30 minutes off. I don't know why. Probably not gonna fix it because I don't care that much, but I'm going to make some lunch. That's the one nice thing about being home, is I'm actually going to fully take a lunch break. I, eat lunch at work, but it's usually like a working lunch. And I don't do it on purpose. It's just I sit down to eat with the intention of not working, and then somebody needs something, or my phone starts ringing, or something goes wrong, and it just, the nature of my role makes it really, really difficult to take a lunch break on a normal day. The cat wants to come up from the basement. I locked the cat door because Juniper was chasing her. I unlocked it, but Juniper is now standing right in front of it, so we'll see if Margot decides if she wants to actually come up or not. All right, so let's make some lunch. Normally, I prep all of my lunches ahead of time. I eat the same thing for lunch every single day because I know it's a fairly healthy, substantial meal, and I'm not really good at eating a lot of those. So that's what I'm gonna make. Normally, I make it ahead of time. I did not do it yesterday because I knew I would be home today and I would have time, but I am gonna go ahead and make it for the whole week from here.
Is there something more to settle for? Have I just given up? Does my fickle heart still believe in love? I've climbed the mountains in Montana, danced in the lights of New Orleans. Portland ran away with me, and San Francisco stayed with me. Nashville made its way in between. Fell in love in Minnesota, and fell apart south of Salt Lake. Colorado calls to me, and Washington will always be begging for a piece.
All right, so it's been like 25-ish minutes. I'm gonna sit down and eat lunch now. I am technically entitled to an hour-long lunch, so I'm going to use it. And I actually think I'm gonna start a new book, which I haven't read anything in a while. I think I'm gonna start Curse of Shadows and Thorns. I don't know if y'all can see that. This book. It's on Kindle Unlimited, which I don't have, but my friend does, and we have family sharing on our Amazon accounts. So she downloaded it and told me that we should read it. So we're gonna give it a shot. I know it's a fantasy romance, and that's literally all I know about it. So we'll just go from there and see how much reading I can get done before Juniper drives me insane.
Me to stay. Maybe some things never change, but I wanna know how it feels to hang pictures on a wall.
All right, back to work. I didn't get super far in the book, so I don't have a lot of opinions yet. I will say I do find that Kindle Unlimited is very hit or miss in terms of quality, and so far I'm pretty impressed with the quality of this one. I'm not like annoyed by it. It seems to be a pretty decent quality so far, so we'll just assume that it's gonna be good from here. I can't really tell you what's happening in the plot yet. That's not my password as I'm trying to type and talk. Yeah, I can't really tell you what's going on in the plot because I really don't know. But I guess we'll find out, probably, maybe. Will I finish this book? It is still to be determined.
Sleep in the same bed at night. I want reasons to stay. I want someone to take up my time and miss me when I go. I've swam the beaches on the west coast, climbed the trees of Caroline. I felt the city streets of Boston underneath my feet, heard the sound of subways down the line, walked the lakesides of Wisconsin, and bathed in springs of Idaho. I could use a day or two, or even just...
It's 5 o'clock. It's actually like 5:04, but I had to finish my thought on that schedule and like figure out that puzzle, or it was gonna drive me nuts and I wasn't gonna be able to think about anything else. So I just went ahead and finished that, and I'm done with work for the day. And this is when I would be driving home. So it's like, what do I do with this extra free time? Not get used to it, that's for sure. I could read, but I don't really want to. ADHD meds are wearing off, so that might take too much concentration, honestly. I might do my Bible study. I'm trying to get into a habit of doing that in the mornings. Clearly that did not work out this morning. Well, let's go ahead and get cleaned up and take Juniper back outside, and then I think I will do like a 30-minute Bible study from there.
Afternoon, getting myself lost in Chicago. Maybe I'm homesick for it all, 'cause I wanna know how it feels to hang pictures on a wall. Sleep in the same bed at night. I want reasons to stay. I want someone to take up my time and miss me when I go. I wanna home. 'Cause I have traveled across this country wide, and I feel there must be something.
All right, it's almost 6 now, and Michael's on his way home. He's running a little bit later than usual. It's like 5:53. Normally he's home by 5:30, but I guess he got stuck at work a little bit later than normal. Juniper is definitely aware that he's running late. She's been like pacing by the door and waiting for him. Waiting. Thank you. I know, you just want loving all day long. It's all you want. You want to see if Daddy will take you to the park? Maybe Daddy will take us to the park? You have to ask. You have to ask. He'll tell me no. He might tell you yes. So now is the point where I have to decide what I'm gonna do with my evening, and this is always the hardest part of my day because there's so many things I could do, and I'm not good at relaxing. I'm not good at it. This is part of the reason I've been struggling with reading, is I feel like I don't want to waste my free time, so I feel like I have to do something super productive, and for some reason reading doesn't feel productive, even though I started this channel as a booktuber, and so reading was productive for this channel, but it just hasn't felt like that. Like, and maybe it's because I tend to be a binge reader, so I tend to like not want to read if I can't commit like multiple hours to it in one go. All right, let's go figure out a plan. This is the best day ever. It's nice out. We're on a walk. I feel like I have come alive again. They don't know the meaning of leisurely walk. They're like running down the road.
More to find.
All right, it is after 7 now, and it's still light out. Isn't that beautiful? I hated daylight savings this morning. I'm gonna hate it again tomorrow morning, but right now I am really loving it. But I don't have a whole lot of plans. I am really tired. Part of it is daylight savings. I'm exhausted. Part of it is my ADHD medication has worn off. So I'm just like ready to fall asleep. So I think what I'm gonna do is work on editing this vlog, honestly, because I'm kind of in the mood to, and so I'm gonna take that energy while I have it. And then I honestly might go to bed. I might read is what I might do. I might read more of the book that I started earlier, but I'm probably gonna read it in bed. So that's basically my plan for the rest of the evening. I am really boring in the evenings. I don't do anything fun. I might read a book. I might watch some TV. I will probably eat something at some point, and that will probably be it. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the vlog here because there's really nothing left to see. I'm gonna go take my makeup off. Normally I would change into something comfy, but I'm already wearing something comfy, so not gonna bother with that. Thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next video.
I miss those mountains in Montana. I've wandered long enough to know how good a good thing was. I feel it more the further